Bible, when we met Gideon, Bible didn't tell us about the beginning of Gideon. Bible just told us about the life of Gideon, the contradictions of Gideon, how Gideon was doing wine, pressing wheat in a wine press. How he was doing something contrary to life. How he was hiding. And we are amazed at how a Gideon can be introduced that way. Nobody tells us about his story, how he was born, his mother. Bible just told us about how this guy was engaging contradictions, doing things contrary to destiny. That's how we met Gideon. That's how we know Gideon. That's the kind of Gideon that Bible introduced to us. Then the next thing, Bible told us about the encounters of Gideon. What made Gideon to come from the place where he's coming from that low-level life, from a life that has no meaning, no beauty, no comeliness, to a level of a man that becomes a major man in his generation. And by the grace of God, I'll be showing you 4 things very quickly that make Gideon to soar. I will start praying. Number 1, the first thing that makes Gideon to soar is called dealing with attacks. Dealing with attacks. Dealing with attacks. Judges 6:1-5, when you get over read it. Bible says, from here, the children of Israel are under the yoke of evil. And there is a people called the Midianites. Those guys, very dangerous. And they came all the way, the Bible says, to attack the land of Israel. And they did it for 7 years. My God. And every time there was an attack on Israel, hear me, attack is a waster of effort. These guys will do everything they can do, then something will rise to waste it. They attack everything that Israel does. They waste all their effort. I need you to know something today. Please, you need to write it down. You will know the strength and target of an attack by the season the attack came. Nothing exposed an attack to you like season. How will I know it's attack? Check the season. The season reveals to you the attack. Bible says that this thing is so terrible that these men always attack Israel at the season when they sow. And you know, after planting, the next thing is what? Harvest. So attack always come at the season of harvest. There are people here who understand that what I'm talking about is true. That attack will always come at a particular season of their life. They are living well, then a season will come. That season will always erect, signal, and attack against their life. And they are wondering, how do I do this? Anytime I want to do good, then attack will come. Anytime I want to take a step forward, attack will come. Anytime I want to do this, attack will. Sometimes they attack them so much that they forget who they are. And everybody had a story to tell of the wastage and destruction and devastation of the enemy. Why? The season of harvest signals the time of attack. Hear me, sir. They don't come when they plant. They don't come when they water. They don't come when they are laboring. They don't come when they are weeding. But when it's harvest season, the enemy arise and come. You want to make sure, oh God. You now see so many kind of attacks. Season is what they are fighting. Season is what they bring. If you understand that very well, you understand how to deal with attack. Number 2, for time's sake, I don't have the time. Some people is in their dream, and then they are laboring, they are about to do good news. That is when devil will come in their dream, have sex, and that's the end of it. They now be struggling again, struggle. No matter what they try, it will not work. How can people be doing one thing for 7 times and it does not work? One thing 7 times. Consistency shows you that it's an attack. The consistency should show you it's an attack. You keep doing the same thing 7 times and it didn't work. There's somebody who is applying for visa. I know somebody who applied for that 16 times. And they didn't give it to him. 16 times, 16, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And if you check his passport, it's reject. I say, oh God, stop lying. Maybe you need to apply first to God. Let the governor of nation open gate for you. Then you can apply again. Are you ready? Number 2 is the effect of the attack. Every attack generates some glaring evidences. An example to show you this is an attack. Number 1, if you read verse 2, 3, 4, maybe you will see that it says 1, that the Midianites overpowered, prevailed against Israel. Prevail. So you see the consistency of defeat. The first thing you will know is that there's a consistency in what happens to you. That consistency is a reflection. That is an attack. Number two, before I leave that place, let me say this very important one. The consistency of what happened to you, or the consistency of what happened to your family. Maybe you should pray about that. You notice that this is the consistency of what happened to everybody in the family. A, go through it. B, go through it. C, go through it. D, go through it. The consistency of what is happening to all of them shows you this is an attack. And I need to do something about it. Or the consistency of what happened to you. You tried it several times, it does not work. That shows you that you need to pray about it. Because why? It takes a man who is overpowered for enemy to sustain consistency. When they overpower you, they sustain consistency of attack. Number two is when you are hiding when you should be shining. When you are hiding when you should be what? Shining. When you abandon your platform of destiny and you are hiding in a place far worse than where God created you for, that's a sign that you are attacked. There are many people who are hiding, sir. Hiding from men, hiding from beasts, hiding from that, hiding from family. That's why who can go to village. You can't try it. When was the last time you been to your village? Answer me. So you cannot even go to where they are doing the reunion of your classmates. Everywhere they gather men, you hide. Every time you see your mate, you are hiding. It's a terrible thing, sir. Will you not see your mate and be hiding? I'm not ready. Are you ready? May you not see your colleagues and you are hiding. May you not see those who you go to primary school with. They can be more than you, but you can't be less than them. Some can be more, but you can't be less. And you now see them, those who you are going up together, your friends when you are young, you saw them, everybody has moved forward, and you are hiding. So you can't appear in your street, you can't appear in your neighborhood, you can't appear anywhere. You can't even appear in your family meeting. Your cousin is doing wedding, you say, I'm not going. Why can't you go? Because your life does not show anyone who has enjoyed the grace of God. All they can see in you is attack. Bible says, and they hide in the cave. You will no more hide after today's prayer. They hide instead of shining. Number three is what I call the encounter of strange visitations. Bible says, and the minute we bring animals of all kinds into their farm to destroy everything. It is called strange visitation. How many of you have seen strange visitation sometimes? You are just seeing strange things in your dream. Today you see a snake. Tomorrow you see a leopard. Next day you see a dog. All these strange things. Everything you saw represents a spirit. Represents a spirit. Only you. You are either going, then you enter a place. You saw a dog, they don't allow you to enter. A dog is just there. Then you didn't enter there, you wake up. Next day you pray again. You saw something like an animal. A cat somewhere. A leopard somewhere. All these strange visitations are evidences of attack. And you need to deal with it today. The day Gideon dealt with it, his glory rise. Iswaza. Animals says, and the minute will bring animals of all kind, and they will destroy all their labor. So anytime you see a strange visitation, there's a destruction going on. And most of you will just be there. You see all manners of things. Some of you are playing with tortoise. You are always at the river catching fish. All this strange visitation that can't explain. Then you are asking, what is my spirit doing there? Who sent you to that place? And the next 1 year, the issue of that, the effect of that what you saw is still battling with you. There was a story of a woman. Anytime she is pregnant and the pregnancy reaches 3 months, on the dot of 3 months, she will see a cow appear in her dream. And the cow will be running with great ferociousness and hit her stomach. And she will wake up. When she wake up, blood everywhere. It happens 7 times. And it says she has miscarriage. Doctor can only see what is happening in your body. They can't see what is happening in your spirit. They can't see it. They keep looking for what is happening to her. Why she's having miscarriages. They did all the tests possible. The blood says she's fine. But God will say she's not. Then she went to pray one day and find a place of prayer. And they pray like you are about to pray now. And they pray against strange visitation. They told her, begin to pray. Rock of ages, fight for me. Rock of ages, fight for me. Rock of ages, fight for me. Then she conceived again, 3 months. Even if it's 3 months after that, that's how many years. Rock of ages, fight for me. Then they said that night again. After she has prayed and she's been embedded in prayer. This time around, he came like a bull. More angry than other times. And she ran. The bull ran towards her again. Then she was washing plates in the house. Then she looked up, she saw the bull. All she remembered is Rock of Ages, fight for me. She said it. And a rock came from heaven and covered her. And the bull hit the head. Instead of the woman, he hit the rock. And the bull fell down. And the woman woke up. The baby this time around was there. No blood. That was around after 4 in the morning. By 2:05, her husband got the call. Guess what is the call? Say, your mother. We just enter her room now. There is blood everywhere. Her head is broken, but we don't know what break her head. Nobody came in, nobody go out. Then they ran to that place and met that woman in the pool of her own blood. The rock has break her head. Jesus said, go and tell that fox. Men are animals. Strange visitation. And they appear to you in the spirit of who they are. Yeah. When you meet somebody who is a fox, he will appear to you as a fox. She will appear as a man. Number what? Number next. Waste and destruction of labor. You see that when all their crops destroy, everything they labor for. So they use that season to waste their plan. They waste their hope. They waste their work. You make a plan, waste. You make a plan, waste. You make a plan, waste. These guys have a plan that if you do this season, we keep some, hit some, sell some, all those plans wasted. I hate it when they will waste my plan. I hate it. Bible says, I know the plan I have towards you is the plan of good. So there is a plan that must come to pass. I can't have a good plan and it comes to nothing. No. You must pray today. Your good plan will not end as nothing. You will have a good plan, you will see the plan work. Your hope will not be dashed this year. Let's move because of time. Next one is that when there is the fact that they are left with no sustenance. It is called every attack set a man back. Every attack set a man back. Every attack is to set a man back to the same point he was before he started the journey. So the guy is very poor. The Bible says the odds were greatly impoverished. Nobody had anything. The attack is going on and the poverty is increasing. It's painful, sir. You hear me? That people will work hard and they will still be poor. I think it's a contradiction. They will work hard and they will still end up poor. It's a contradiction. Let's go. And there is what they call great devastation. That means no part of that person's life is exempted. Every part is touched. They touch him, they touch his spiritual life, his financial life, his marital life, his physical life, his relationship. Every part is touched. That's an attack. That's an attack. That's number 2. 1 is dealing with attack. Number 2, dealing with the effect of attack. Number 3 is the pulling down of altars. The pulling down. Gideon pulled down the altars. And let me share something with you very quickly. If you can't pull down the altars within, the altars without will deal with you. God gave us a very strong instruction there. He said, Gideon, come. Sorry, sir. I have to disturb what you're writing. He said, Gideon, come. Go and destroy the altar, because altar is the reason why battle remains strong. Altar is the reason why attack remains consistent. He said, go and destroy this altar. He now told him, don't destroy the altar outside first. Destroy the altar of your father's house first. Then go and destroy the altar of the city. So a wise man will not be fighting altar of the city when his altar is there. A wise man will first deal with the altar of his father's house. Before you deal with the altar without, who is fighting you? There is no priest anywhere that can do anything against you if you have destroyed the altar of the man that goes there. Let me give you an example. If I'm fighting you now, and you have 17 priests, those priests are not my problem. I'll first deal with your altar. If my own altar is intact, leave the rest. I will deal with all of you. God told Gideon, deal with the altar of your fathers. Then go and deal with the altar without. But that altar, if the altar within your father's house is still speaking against you, no matter what you face, those guys will conquer you. You now go to a city to work, go to an industry. The altar in that industry, altar in that company, altar in that business will not rise against you. And be working. See, but I'm praying. When you are praying, sir, the altar you left and go. Let's just go and deal with that altar. So a man who wants to prevail must learn to pull down the altars. That's how you can swear. You put down altars. altars that speaks against you, altars that rises against you. Bible says the Israelites want to be destroyed. Balaam asked Balak, set me an altar. I can destroy anybody if I find an altar. And the guy ran to the altar. Bible says the altar of Israel has been repaired. And when he want to speak, the altar rise against him. I said, you can't dare it. He now said, after 7 times, he said, there is no enchantment. There is enchantment that will come from outside, sir. If your altar in the father's house is still speaking against you, enchantment from outside will work. Divination from the enemy will work. You will be at battlefield all the days of your life because you are not there with the altar of the father's house. Kill that altar first. Other altars will be quiet. Altars are interconnected. Hello? Altars are what? Interconnected. Break their connectivity with you. Altars will lose you as a connect. They will lose you. The altars of the enemy speaking against you are not powerful. But there's an altar within you that is powerful. Amplifying their works. And that's what you have to deal with today. I say, Gideon, pull down that altar. He could not do it in the day, he did it in the night. He pulled down all those altars. The next day, I like what they saw. The whole city said, who pulled down the altar? I even have a revelation for the groups. I says he cut down the tree of the groups. If I talk about that one, if I teaching, I say I don't want to teach this one, I want to preach. So that we can all be there. Sir, he cut it down. The whole city gathered and said, who pulled down? I said, it's Gideon. We're going to kill him. The father said, leave Baal to fight for himself. If Baal is God, let him fight. So the altars outside are not God. They can't fight you, but the altar within is the problem. That one is what connect you and submit you to them. If only you can deal with the altar within today. I said, you altars that is working against me within my system. In the system of the bloodline I came from. One day I ask you, how old is your blood? The blood in your system, how old is it? You need to deal with the altar within. There are people today that God would have answered their prayer easily. Anytime answer comes is when they mess up. We see them entering into pornography. And that they can't understand, it comes upon them like an influence. Anytime God is about to do something great, they don't know. An altar will arise and God will be removed. You need to deal with that altar today. So you have remained on the same spot for a long time. And you're thinking, is God faithful? God ever faithful. The problem is the altar within. The altar within. The altar within. You must deal with that today. And the last one is the emergence of your true identity. The emergence of your identity. It amazes me what the battle has done to Gideon. What the attack has done to Gideon. God said to Gideon, you are a mighty man. He said, no. He said, no, sir. He said, no, sir. I'm not mighty. He said, you are an eagle. You can soar. He said, no, sir. I can't soar. He said, if you don't understand, we only had testimony of men that soar. I don't think it happened to him. He said, why? He said, sir, you don't understand what I've been through. My background. If you know how small we are in history. We are the smallest, sir. How can someone like the small? He said, among the smallest, I'm still down the smallest. See what the battle has done to his mind. I'm telling you, there are many people today who doesn't know that what God put in you is enough to live a lifetime. You didn't come empty. God put treasures in you, sir. The ability to soar is already deposited in the spirit of you, in the inside of you. But you can't do it the way you are because the battle, the attacks you have seen is to change your mindset. Hello? Is to work on your mind and shift you out. Every time you are attacked, something gets shifted in your mind. Unless the strong can bring it back. Only the strong can say, no, I know who God is. Or else the battle will come against your mind will be shifted. You start thinking, maybe God is not who God is in fullness. Or maybe God is fullness, but it's not for me. I don't think I can do these things because, no, I don't think so. So when you see the door of greatness, you consciously walk away from it. Because you see that greatness, it's too much for me. How will I do this? But that, God told him, Gideon, we're not going to add anything to you. So today, prayer is not going to add anything to you. It's going to ignite what you have in you. Hear me. Put your phone in your pocket. This guy has phone in his pocket. Hello? The phone is already with him. Are you getting? And the phone has been there for a long time. But this guy came and said, I've been trying to talk to you. The guy said, why? He said, because I have something I want to discuss with you, and it's very important. The guy said, I will see you later. I'm busy now. He said, where are you going to? He said, I'm just busy. Don't worry, I'll see you later. So the guy left. This guy came back and said, so the guy came back again and said, So when he saw him, he said, when do we have this talk? The guy said, we will, but maybe some other time. Sorry. So they go again. So come again. And it keep happening like that. Until one day, this man said to him, is there no phone with you? Say, there is a phone. Say, I don't need to see you before I talk to you. Just let me talk to you through the phone. Things that God wants to do with you is already in you. Hello? The problem is that nobody is telling it to come out. There is something in you that the day you become saved, He added a lot to it. If you are not saved, He brought something into you. And there is that thing that can make you soar on the inside of you. But there is no emergence of who you are. So who you are seeing now is the fake version of you. The real you has not come out. What we are seeing now is not the true you. The true you has not come out. What we are seeing now is the little you, the small you, the doubted you, the off you, the broken you. The enemy has dealt with you. The day the real you are mighty, God say, Gideon, you are a mighty man. Now what you are going to, you are still mighty. So can the mighty suffer? Yes. Can the eagle walk on the ground? Yes. Until the eagle knows it's an eagle. He can be walking on the floor. Are you an eagle? Yes. But do you know? It's what I don't know. Unless you know you are an eagle, you can be walking on the floor, though you are an eagle. And God is saying, you, of all men, you are walking on the floor. So the day God come, you are expecting God to lay hands on you. Or breathe into you. God say, why? Me? No. I just want to tell you who you are. The truth will set you free. You are a mighty man. He said, what? He said, you are a mighty man. How are you? God say, go in the strength. So he has a strength and there's a suffering. He has strength, yet he's suffering. Until the day you understand. He said, God, are you sure? Give me a sign. God gave me a sign. Yeah. One day, the guy was talking. He said something that touches me. He says, when you go to battle, do what I do. And shout to the sword of God. If you had said that only, I would have just come. And to the sword of Gideon. He equates his sword. The guy was flying at the realm where only the Son of God and his sword. He told Israel, if God did not work, turn the other side. Gideon will work. If God did not work, turn to God. But both of us cannot fly at the same time. The son of Gideon. Say what? There are men there that have sword. He said, your sword is not your sword. Your sword is my sword. Yes, a man who was hiding before. I don't know where you are hiding your gift, hiding your talent, hiding your grace, hiding things that God has put into you. I don't know why you're hiding it. I don't know. But there's a lot in you. Sometimes when you complain, God laughs. So you are complaining. What I gave to you is too much. Those who are today flying don't have what you have. And yet you are calling. Somebody has not activated what you are. Today there will be an activation of the gift of God in you. Attack will stop you from flying. One day I met a man he became a leader of a big organization. Today, he retired 2 weeks time. So everybody was greeting him. At least you shall do. He said hello. The guy now called man of God and said, you don't understand, sir. This thing that I just happened to me, I've seen it long time ago that I'm the leader. But attack was sir. I fight and fight and fight. I only have 2 weeks left in my season. You are celebrating me. I only have 2 weeks in my season. Season that should last me 6 years. I only use 2 weeks and I retire. So I'm in tears. That out of 6 years of my season, I only use 2 weeks. Attack it a producer. They are fighting, attacking. I know one man who I didn't say that before. He became the GM of the bank. And the day he sat down his first day, he became paralyzed.